about the exciting announcement regarding the band of the year and how that's going to impact the upcoming fall football season?
Well, we are really, really pleased at ESPN Events to launch a historic competition for HBCU marching bands, something that has never been done in HBCU marching band history. Starting at the top of the season, bands will be evaluated by a committee of band experts. It's very similar to the college football playoffs, same model. Each week there's an evaluation of their performances. A ranking will come out twice a month, and then at the end of the season, the goal is, whether you're Division II, you're trying to get into the top 2 bands. If you're Division I, you want to end the season also as the top 2 bands, because those 4 bands, 2 Division IIs, 2 Division I, will compete for the national championship at their respective division level.
And so the competition is judged based on halftime performances beginning essentially week 0 with Southern and South Carolina, with Jackson State and South Carolina State, but moving on to the regular season. So it's the halftime performances which are going to be judged.
That is correct. So halftime performances are evaluated. So we're going to be looking at things like precision, musicality, originality, your drum line, your drum majors and your dance chords as you have them. And points will be assigned by the judges at the end of, as they evaluate each performance. And it's going to be included in that committee. And it's going to be a stellar committee. Will be cross, so you'll have some Division II band directors that are evaluating Division I, and you'll have some Division I band directors on that committee that will be evaluating Division II performances. But with all of that being said, the opportunity to create a stage this large, and it's all season long, and to give what I'll call these band musicians or student athletes the opportunity to compete in head-to-head versus an exhibition or an invitation will change the game as we see marching bands today. This will be championship weekend in Atlanta as we crown champions in football and marching band.
Kind of going back to the game on the field, there have been a lot of turnover in terms of the head coaching ranks, more so in the SWAC than the MEAC. Have you been kind of talking to those new head coaches? And I know the playing on the field is what comes first. Are you excited about, maybe having new teams in the future, maybe new teams that develop, new winning cultures in the years to come?
Well, through the season is not as much as something that we necessarily focus on. We're focused on what happens at the end. The Cricket Celebration Bowl, you have to earn your right in there. You have to be the conference champion. And so as they are vying for that, it's great to hear the chatter as you heard some of it in here today, because the goal is really to get here for an opportunity to be national champion. And then to be able to do that in the same front with bands, to give band directors an opportunity also to get to Atlanta for a national championship will make the entire season, because fans will be now engaged. They have an opportunity to vote in this evaluation as well. We haven't, because this is on the field. It's difficult to assess with the criteria that the committee will utilize. Fifth quarter and first quarter. We'll consider those warm-ups for what actually happens on the field, and a cool-off for what has happened after the game in the fifth quarter. But this is actually on the field. This is why you call them marching bands. And we're going to evaluate, that component of their performance.
Let me ask you, how will the judges get an opportunity to view these bands? Sometimes during well, I'll let you go ahead and tell you, because
it's a very good question. So bands will upload their performances into a portal, and so a judge from their living room will sit and watch these performances and grade them. So the judges don't necessarily come together. The only time the judges will actually come together will be at the championship game when they are evaluating on site at the venue. And what makes that really important is because it eliminates almost like collusion. And so you know that each of these performances, once those rankings are compiled, that they're based on the individual observations of that specific player.
So essentially, you're telling each band, hey, after every week, don't miss a week unless you're not there, but upload your performance at the, whatever game you're performing at, so that way you stay current and you keep moving up in the rankings because there's always constant evaluation.
Correct. And I do want to add some additional clarification to this. So we're going to be through the season. There are literally like 4 performances that each band has. And we selected 4 because just about everyone has at least 4 home games. So the band directors, in conjunction with us and what we're televising, because these halftime shows that we're evaluating are in conjunction with the games that we're airing. So it will give an opportunity for us to put out a schedule. So fans will actually get an opportunity. They'll see a schedule, just like a football schedule. It'll be a band of the year performance schedule that will be released later on that shows which performances are being adjudicated.